Hello everybody, welcome back to another episode of Just That I am playing Final Fantasy XIV. Last episode we continued doing even more side quests for the firmament, and today we are going to, well, do even more of that. Big surprise to literally no one. But who knows, we may actually be nearing the end. I think so though. Although we still have to do these, but I don't know how, like, if these are chains of quests or anything of the sort. An impressive looking piano sits atop Saint Roel's dais, inviting you to tickle its keys. You feel as if your piano playing skills have improved considerably. Wait a second though, is this like a reference to Final Fantasy V? I think so. Your diligent efforts before seems to have borne fruit, though you feel as if there's still room for improvement. I cannot speak anymore. I've read so much already today with this fucking firmament questlines. Practice the piano some more. I also immediately demonetized my own video. Oh well. Not like I get any monetization anyway. Having completed your practice, you now feel confident that you could comfortably perform any tune placed before you. Your fingers tickle the keys with ease, giving you confidence that your abilities have improved considerably. Check back with Marjorie and see how the preparations are coming along. Right. Alden, was that perhaps you that was practicing the piano just now? Why, that was a veritable virtuoso performance if I ever heard one. Clearly there's nothing that I could teach you. I'm pleased to report that the preparations for the festival are proceeding apace. That's a lot of peace in there. With Frank Renault's aid, we've also managed to secure additional performers. Yes, I do believe this concert will be a performance to remember. My apologies for the wait, friends. I am pleased to announce that all preparations are completed, and we are ready to for you to take to the stage. Your fellow musicians should be arriving any moment as well. Okay. Hey Lynn, how goes it? It's quite the honor to have the opportunity to perform with you. Recently, I've had the occasion to rest at home with my family, and I have used the time to assist my daughter with her practice. Rest assured that I will not miss a single note. There you are, did you miss me, old girl? When brother told me about the concert, I knew I simply had to be part of it. I'm quite a virtuoso with the flute, if you didn't know. Why, I cannot even tell you how long I practiced, and I might win the lovely Laniette's heart with a serenade of all her favorite tunes. What are the two of you doing here, and wearing the same garb no less? What if it's the occasion? Frank Renault, you said you had an urgent matter to discuss with me. Is everything quite alright? Today we celebrate the reconstruction. A celebration? So that's why everyone's been sulking about the firmament of late, acting so surreptitious. Just so, Lord Transel, in celebration of the firmament's rebirth and as but a small token of our appreciation for your efforts in leading the restoration, we would announce the establishment of the Risen Song Players, the Holy See's first official musical troupe. And now, without further ado, the stage awaits, my lord. The stage? You mean to say I am free to join in the performance as well? You're not merely free, Lord Transel. Why, it is a prerequisite for the performance itself. After all, this performance is being held in your honor first and foremost, and I know as well as any that you'd give anything for a chance to perform with your dearest friends. Truly, Lord Transel, it is the least we can do to express the depth of gratitude. Wait. It is the least we can do to express the depths of our gratitude. Marcel, Lynn here, each and every man and woman here spared no effort to help make your vision a reality. Why, even my stuffy elder brother was prancing about with a spring in his step when we commissioned him to provide the score for the occasion. You wouldn't want to disappoint him now, would you? Also, and so here you go. Have yourself a copy of the score in hand and take your place at the piano with Lynn here, where you belong. Lord Dr. Well composed a piece for me? Someone pinch my arm. Friends, for surely this must be a waking dream. And that I might perform a duet with you, Lynn. I dare say it is only appropriate, as you have been my ever my constant partner and invaluable companion throughout this entire effort. It is an honor and a pleasure to share a stage with you, my friend. The audience is filling in as we speak, and your fellow performers stand by and await your cue. We are prepared to begin as soon as the both of you are ready. Simply let me know when you are prepared to raise the curtain and we shall get the show started. Splendid. I too shall spend my last few moments tuning my instruments to perfection. Give me a shout as soon as you're ready, old girl. Are you prepared, my friends? Then without further ado, let the show begin. The troupe will now perform a song. Time your inputs with the on-screen prompts. When a blue prompt appears, left, time your inputs on the diamond overlap with an orange prompt at the center. Make several rapid inputs until the prompt disappears. And a red prompt, press and hold the input for the duration. This is a rhythm game, huh? Okay. The controls are as follows. Mouse, left click or right click anywhere on the screen. Keyboard, any standard unmodified key. Please note that chat will be temporarily disabled. To access the pause menu, press the escape key or start button, yes. Sure. Here we go, people. I'm gonna be playing, apparently, a rhythm game. I hope I'm gonna be able to follow this. I've not played Hatsune Miku in a while. So I have no idea how this will go. There's a lot of familiar faces in here. Critical. Every FF game needs to have a rhythm game. Of course I missed one. It's just like Hatsune Miku. I always miss one note. There's always a single note that I miss, which makes it so I don't get perfect. What is this face, buddy? Okay, you good, dude? Mrs. Lin, thank you for the most lovely performance. It was everything we had hoped it to be, and then more, and then some. And from his glowing expression, I have little doubt Lord Franzel feels the same way. Pray go speak with him, would you? And with that, I shall be preparing for the inevitable encore performance, to which I hope you would not be averse to taking part. Do stop by whenever you'd like. Lin, you have left me at a loss for words once more. I have long dreamed of this day, and yet somehow it has exceeded even my wildest expectations. It was an honor to count myself among your audience, my lord. To be on hand as the two individuals responsible for restoring life to the firmament, paid tribute to its rebirth, why it nigh brought a tear to this old man's eye. To think that I would live to see Ishgard enter a true age of renaissance. Truly, I am blessed beyond belief. I too oft find myself scarcely able to believe all that has come to pass. Von Kruno, pray remind me not to forget to express my gratitude to the others. That said, Lin, I do not know whether to be impressed or offended that you saw fit to keep this whole matter a secret from me. You know full well that I would have been more than willing to assist you in preparing for the festivities. But that is the smallest of qualms when I think of what this day must mean to all that have toiled to restore the firmament to its former glory, and far beyond. Not to mention to all those who live, work, and play within these streets, both today and for the many, many years to come. If you will humor me, my friend, there's one last thing I would ask you. Despite being branded and hunted down as a heretic, you nevertheless delivered our nation from the throes of war and ushered Ishgard into a new age of enlightenment. And Lord Horsefront, your close companion and mine, in even the most trying of times, was ever a friend to the people, regardless of their blood or station. Ever did he strive to bring them joy and a brighter future. You and Lord Horsefront were more than my friends and comrades. You are a beacon in the sky, a guiding light illuminating the path that I too could only dare to dream I might tread. And so, as best I could muster, I followed in your footsteps, that I might bring happiness to my countrymen in my own humble way. Pray tell me, my friends, have I done this? Do my contributions to this nation even begin to live up to the legacy that you and Lord Horsefront have built? You have done your homeland proud. Truly, Lynn, I cannot begin to imagine what it means to me to hear such words from you. This is the happiest day of my life. And now if you would allow me just one final word. Countless Ishgardians gave their lives in the war. Among those who have lived to see this age, there is not a one who does not realize that their happiness is built upon the sacrifice of those who came before them. Needless to say, I feel the same, and I believe that the only way for us to express our gratitude is to make the most of every single day we have, and spare no effort to leave an even brighter world to those who follow after us. To that end, I offer my most heartfelt wishes for your continued health and happiness. As hero of not just our own land, but countless others, I know the burdens you bear are great. I can only pray to the Fury that you are blessed with joy and prosperity far exceeding that which you have brought to all those whose lives you have touched. Lord Overseer. Lord Overseer, you must come at once. We have a visitor. Oh, could it truly be? Whatever is the meaning of this? Lynn, you're the man, with me. I think I know who's gonna be knocking at the door. Whoever do you suppose this visitor is? I've asked Tamerlane to escort our guest here, so let us wait for their arrival. There he is. I knew it. My apologies for the unexpected intrusion, Lord Franzel. Lynn, it is always a pleasure to see you, and yet your presence here tells me that my own arrival has come too late. All of Ishgard has awaited in anticipation of the day when we might celebrate the firmament's restoration. When I heard that a commemorative ceremony was to be held, I finished up my duties as best I could, that I too might attend, and yet... Pray forgive me, Sir Emmerich, the festivities were prepared in secret by my friends here, and I myself was not privy to them. Had I known, your name, of course, would have been atop of the guest list. Think nothing of it, Lord Franzel. It was a celebration of, by, and for the people of the firmament, yes? Your own presence here doubtless carried far more weight in their eyes than would have mine own. And yet, if I might inquire, just what manner of ceremony was it? At the very least, I would relive it through your words. But of course, my lord. My good friends here arranged for a group of players to perform a commemorative concert. I even had the honor of taking the stage to perform a duet with Lynn here. True, indeed. Truly, you are a woman of many talents, Lynn. Apparently. Apparently she can play piano. Well, I guess she's a bard, so... Not long ago, our people's hearts weighed heavy. Their worries of whether they could put food on their plate, or even live to see tomorrow. Today, these same people smile as they walk these streets and fill the air with song. Long-suffering souls whose bodies are battered who wanted for a roof over their head and warm clothes on their back. These same men and women now ply their trade as machinists, as merchants, breathing new life into our proud nation. And today, Ishgard sees its culture flowers, and blossoms yet further. As I'm not reading this any... whatever. As the joy of music takes roots in the hearts of the people, sending their hopes and dreams ever skyward. Lord Franzel, for leading the restoration, and for all you have done to see to the firmament transform into this living embodiment of our nation's new age, I commend you. You do me too great an honor, Sir Emmerich. Though I am hardly worthy of such praise, I will endeavour not to disappoint you with my future efforts. And with that, I'd best return to my duties. It was an honor to join you for even the briefest of moments, and see the remarkable work you have wrought. I shall return in the coming days for a closer examination. Phew, try as I might, I always found myself at a loss of words when standing before Sir Emmerich. I am relieved I did not embarrass myself any further. Come to think of it, it all began here, did it not? I speak, of course, of the restoration effort itself. In the beginning I could scarce even grasp what I was trying to accomplish. I was fumbling about in the shadows, with you as my only guide. And yet, to look at the firmament now, is the beating heart of our new Ishgard, its residents and visitors alike pumping life into our nation. And it will continue to do so long after I am gone. Needless to say, I know as well as any that my duties as Lord Overseer are far from complete. I will do all in my power to see that the firmament is ever a welcoming place for one and all, Ishgardians or traveller alike. I hope that you too, Lyn, will grace us with your presence from time to time. Pray think of the firmament as one of your homes away from home. Due no small part to your tireless efforts, the restoration of the firmament is at long last complete. That said, there is yet a need to maintain a steady flow of supplies for use in the maintenance and upkeep. To that end, you may still procure materials from the diadem and deliver them to the Mendicant's court. Furthermore, should you wish to put on an encore performance of the commemorative concert, you need simply talk to what's-her-face. Finally, the art dealer in Mendicant's court has now has a selection of paintings honoring the reconstruction of the firmament available for purchase. Yeesh. Level 70 quest? No! Why did more? More quests just appeared. You're Linda Dare, are you not? The savior of Ishgard? Please, I need your help. As you may know, there's an orphanage here in the new nest, Rollenberry Field it's called. Well, of late, I've been seeing suspicious men lurking about the place and throughout the district. Can't bear the thought of something befalling your children. Please, will you not investigate these unsavory individuals? I guess we will. It's interesting to me how, like, Imperium... I'm sorry, no, how... the firmament, you cannot use a mountain, but the Imperium you can. Ah! Give a man a bloody fright. I'm in a hurry, if you don't mind. I need to take this other one back to the orphanage. This man appears to be spying on the children. Gasp. No sooner did he notice you, then he hastily flees the scene. Sauce, 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 sauce. Children won't be able to resist these. But what are you staring at me? Jesus, Lyn. You again? What do you want? Look, we're busy right now. Come back some other time, will you? I'm happy to wait. Fine, suit yourself. Wait over there until we finish that, alright? Rosaquin Contredu Fahanel? We washed our hands like you told us. Oh, that's the children. Good, good. It's just about ready to serve. Okay, take us to the fire here. Don't want you to burn yourselves. Sorry for the waits, but we had to tend to the children first. Right then, you had some business with us? So that's what this was all about. Well, for what it's worth, I don't blame folk for being suspicious. We're not exactly the sort you see working at an orphanage. The three of us, we used to be temple knights. We were there when the horde descended on the steps of faith. And we all took wounds that forced us to hang up our shields. Whoopsie, sorry. I am removing my sweater, because it's too warm. We're grateful to still be alive though, and we have you to thank for it. Nowadays, we help retired soldiers find work and look after orphans. Truth be told, at first we thought it was some bad jest when they said we'd be taking care of children. After all, we were knights and not nursemaids. We didn't feel equal to the task. You'll look after us, play with us, and make tasty food for us. We're grateful to you all. But the children seem happy enough, and here we are. You can assure you can assure the concerned citizen that the children are in no danger. Nah, oh, are you leaving already? Please come again and play with us. Ah, you've returned. So, were you able to find the suspicious men? What? They care for the orphans? Oh god, I feel terrible for having assumed the worst of them. I shall go and apologize, yes, and bring the children some sweets as well. My thanks for your, my thanks to you for clearing up the misunderstanding. What did I just get? Like a piece of food? No. Yes, ah, dang diggly did. Oh, for the love of... It really is going to be like that. Just quest upon quest upon quest upon quest. Ugh. Oh, you're the hero who was talking with Rasaquin and the others. There's three of us. We're the oldest children at the orphanage. We know that our... Sorry. We know that our carers do much for us, and we want to do something to ease their burdens, but we don't know what. You don't have any ideas, do you? Come now, we've already spoken about this. The best way to help is to earn coin and sell swords. And I've already told you it's too dangerous. Better to find work here in the district, minding other people's children and the like. Blech. You're always against my ideas, Lysel. Well, if you don't have a stomach for battle, you can just stay here. I'll go and get a temple levy, and I'll handle it all by myself. He's going to get himself hurt. Please, you must stop him, or help us stop him. Okay. Ah, yes, the levy counter. I am very familiar with that place. Since, you know, need to do 500 levies for a title. But it also helped me with, like, relic weapon stuff, so can't really complain. Oh, it's you again. If you're worried about me, don't be. Excuse me, I want to take on a levy. Something with fighting that pays good coin. Is that so? Well, your courage is commendable. I fear such a task is too dangerous for young ones. See, what did I tell you? What can we do to help at the orphanage then? If you're interested, children, we can issue you tradecraft levies instead. Tradecraft levies? Aye, we receive requests for all manner of supplies, and we can never have too many hands fulfilling them. And right now the convictors have need of firewood and rope. By way of recompense, they offer not only coin, but freshly caught game as well. Huzzah! Coin and meat. Rasaquin and the others will be so happy. Let's get to work at once. I know where we can get straw to make a rope. Do you think you'd give us a hand with the firewood? In the firmament, there's a man named Arkard. He sells all sorts of materials, but he doesn't let us have any, saying that it's not for play. Could you go and ask him for some wood scraps for us? Great, afterwards go and meet us back at the orphanage. No, it's... The questing never ends. What? Sorts the plowshares. No. Wait, ain't you Lindell there? Huh, never thought I'd get custom from a great hero. I salvage materials left over from the reconstruction and sell them cheap to craftsmen who make everyday wares. Is there something you need? Is that the way of it? Well done. Here's some wood scraps you can take, free of charge. To hear that those children are trying to do their part for the orphanage makes a tear to the eye, you know? From now on, I'll do what I can to support them. There you are. Did you manage to get the wood scraps? Thank you. We'll get to making the rope and fire wood at once. Yeah. Twist it like this, then loop it like that. You're doing it wrong. It's just going to unravel again. We did it! I once said that I was to collect from here. Do you mean to say you children made the items? Hey, it's the dude from the convictory. Yes, sir. At least I think it's a dude from the convictory. I see. Yes, gentlemen. Children though you may be, do not expect that I will treat you with any leniency. The lives of my men may well depend on this rope and firewood, and I'll accept naught of inferior quality. You supervise them, you say? Then perhaps there is no cause for concern. Here, the coin and meat as promised. If you are satisfied with the items, there shall be opportunities for you to earn more. Huzzah, let's take this meat to Rasakrin and have him use it in today's stew. I think it better be added cured and set aside for later. There's plenty of it, we can do both. It's a fine feeling to make ourselves useful. We'll keep on doing what we can to help the orphanage. Thank you, and please visit us again. I hope that I don't have to visit you again, because then I'm done with the quest every just like that freaking time. I'm hopeless. More like I'm good. I'm good with the firmament side quests. Ha! You fool! Ugh. I see you again. Have you heard? All sorts of merchants and craftsmen from across the realm have come to Featherfall. We were just going to head over there to see for ourselves. You should come with us. It'll be so exciting. Since it was to be exciting, Perikil. These outsiders are the competition, and we're going to scout them out. Let's get going now. Are these going to be like quests for each part of the restoration stuffs? I don't know. Since they're now talking about like, oh yeah, merchants have arrived, and it's like, that was one part of the things. Is he gonna clap the fish? Please clap. Yes, he claps the fish! Nice. This is amazing. I've never seen anything like any of these before. If we could fashion some eye-catching wares of our own, I do believe we could earn good coin here. Whatever shall we do, sister? I do not know who's talking. Oh. Indeed. Hey, what's the matter? You're looking awfully glum. Oh, hello there. My brother and I heard from the traders around the world. I heard that traders from around the world had set up shop in the firm, and so we've come to peruse their wares. And what's more, Mother was kind enough to give us some extra gil to buy ourselves a special treat. Here's one most luscious looking exotic fruit that caught our eye, but sadly it's just a bit too expensive. Still, we don't want to settle for anything less. I love these clapping that fish. Is that all? If you need money, you can. Why don't you just earn it? That's what we do. We make all sorts of things and sell them for good coin. Nani? Well, aren't you a spirited one? If you're hunting for gil, maybe we could make ourselves a deal. What kind of deal? A tough negotiator, I see. Here's the story. I'm a hunter from the Dividing Forelands, and a pretty good one, if I do say so myself. I was on my way back to the wilds after dropping off my chocobo, and that's when it hit me. It's bleeding cold out here, and I could use myself a new overcoat. I'm not looking for anything fancy, mind you. If it keeps me warm and toasty in the blistering snow and wind, that's plenty fine for me. Reckon any of you young'uns be able to help a hunter out? Huh, could we ever? You just watch. We'll whip you up the finest coat you've ever seen before you can bat an eyelash. Good to hear. I'll be lingering around the markets for a while still, so you can just bring it on back to me whenever it's ready. It looks like we have a job to do. It's off to Rollenberry Field for me to procure the needed tools. Perhaps you'd like to come along. Oh, I hate these names. Joe Chastain and Periquil. I can count on the two of you to get some cloth from old Akkard, yes? When we have all we need, let's meet back here. Alright everyone, let's get to work. Would have reckoned someone like you would have more important matters on your plate than tend to children, though I suppose I'm not the one to talk. En route, I imagine he'll be going along to see that they don't get themselves into trouble. That was me thinking I could finish this quest line in this episode, like all these quests over here. What a dumb fool I am. Oh, you came too. Good. There's something I wanted to ask you. What sort of fabric do you think is best for making an overcoat? Periquil and I, we don't really know anything about weaving, you see. It's Lysel who fancies herself a seamstress. Well, if it ain't the hero of Ishgard, I'm glad to see you as well. I've been trying to get these lads to tell me just what sort of fabric they need, but they can't seem to give me a straight answer. So, what'll it be? Thick belt to waterproof coat, square of linen, simple yet sturdy. I guess you can do this. You want something warm, so... Is that all? Well, why don't you say so? Well, that guard has just the thing for you. There you go. I reckon this will serve you well enough. Why, this most certainly will. Many thanks, my good man. Bum 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 bum. Me expecting there's gonna be another riff. And that you're wrong. Rasakun, there's a favor I have to ask of you. Oh, if it isn't Lysel, what can I do for you and your friends today? A hunter we met at the market is hired just to make him an overcoat. Do you have a needle and thread we could borrow? I do indeed, but I can't just let you have it. Why, if you so much as prick your finger in my tools, I'd never hear the end of it. No need to fear, Lynn here is to watch over me and see that I'm perfectly safe. Isn't that right, Lynn? I see, well, Savior Vishgard is willing to fight for you, who am I to oppose? There you go. Just be careful with them, yeah? Thanks, Rasaquin, you're the best. Alright. I do believe you have everything we need. Shall we get started then? Say, what do I do with this part here? Ah, just hold that in place. Fold it over, yep, just like that, and now stitch right here. Exactly. You're a natural. Well, it's a perfect fit. Our best work yet, if I do say so myself. And how does it feel, good sir? Sturdy, warm, and even a fair bit more stars than I'd be expecting. We have ourselves one satisfied customer, lass. I reckon this should cover it. Go and buy yourself something nice now. Ah, thank you. And thank you. We couldn't have done this without you. Here, this is your share. Well, but this is just about all of it. Well, seeing as you did just about all the work, it seems only fair. Together with with what our mother gave us, we have enough. We have enough here to buy our fruit. Speaking of mothers, we'd best head back before she starts worrying what's become of us. Might we come back to play again? But of course, you're welcome to visit any time. How nice it must be to have a mother to return to. Don't look so down, lass. Being able to help out a couple of nobles ain't nothing to sneeze at. And I reckon the friendship you've made today will serve you well. Speaking of new friends, I've got just a thing to cheer you up. How would you like to take a baby chocobo off my hands? A baby chocobo? I hatched from the egg of one of my best birds, but I've been having the damnedest time trying to train it. It doesn't seem suited for the hunting life, and so I thought it could use a new family. How'd you like to be its new mother? Me, its mother? Why, yes, I'd very much like that. And with the coin we've earned, we can buy it food and everything. Little one's going to be over the moon when they hear who's coming to live with us. Not just the little ones, Rasaquin too. He adores chocobos. Come on, let's go and tell him right away. You know, Lynn, just looking at you and those children calls to mind that time I came upon you and Azael and Tailfeather. Gods, how time flies. But speaking of time flying, I'd best be moving on. Got a chocobo to deliver, and then it's back to the road for me. Till next we meet, lass. Let me guess, another quest has arrived over there? Mm-hmm. We would have seen that one coming, right? Bum 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 ba-da-dum. May as well continue that one. Well, again, how have you been? As for us, we've been helping Rasaquin out like always. He tells us we are doing a better job with each passing day. Speaking of which, have you been to Risen Song yet? It's such a nice place. You can even hear music playing from time to time. Actually, we've been thinking how wonderful it would be if we could find work there. Myself, my friends. Oh, it's you. Whatever's the matter. You won't believe this, but I'm leaving the orphanage. So they found you a new family for you. I mean, good for you, I suppose. Yes, I have. My new father is a knight, you see. My mother is the nicest lady you'll ever meet. Anyway, so Rassikrin told me to come here and say, I can't do it. I don't want to say goodbye to all of you. Now don't cry like that. Even after you start living with your new family, you can come and play with us whenever you want. That's right. And if they're ever mean to you, me and my best friends here will give them a good pounding for you. Isn't that right? Huh? And how about this? For those times when you can't leave home, we'll make a memento for you so that you can remember us at any time. How would you like that? You'd really do that for me? Oh, thank you, my friends. I have to go back to the orphanage now, but I'll be waiting there until my new father comes. Be seeing you. Memento, huh? Such a good idea. I was thinking the exact same thing myself. Yes, I'm glad you agree, but whatever should we make them? Whatever should we make them? I haven't decided this idea. Good thing I have plenty of them. For example, how about a pair of nice fluffy gloves so he can always keep his hands warm? Yes, that doesn't seem like it really too difficult. Let's all do that. Well, I guess it's off to Marcel's shop for us. You don't mind coming along, do you? There goes a favorite chocobo. I'll check with Rassikrin to see when our friend's father is coming. After all, there's no point in making a present if we're too late to give it to him. Okay. Oh, there you are. Isn't Mr. Marcelwad just the best? He may look a bit scary, but he's so nice to us, and the toys he makes are simply incredible. I'm glad I'm not one of those babies that's too frightened to talk to him. Hello there, Mr. Marcelwad. We're in need of some yarn to knit a pair of gloves for a friend. Might you be willing to spare some? Jolcion. Oh, fuck you. Child. Always a pleasure to see you, my young friend. If it is yarn you need, it's yarn you'll get. But before that, allow me to share with you a little story. As a matter of fact, your friend Lynn here is a true hero. It's thanks to her and Lord Francis that I have a home here in the firmament. Did you know that? Really, that's amazing. You really are a hero, lady. Truly, I know of none who have done more to bring happiness and prosperity than people like you. And so I am proud to bestow upon you this spindle of yarn free of charge. May it serve you and your young friend well. Ah, thank you, Mr. Marcelwad. Till next time. We're able to procure the yarn from Marcella's shop. I've readied everything else we need. Wonderful, now all we need to find is his cell. That won't be necessary. And look who I brought with me. After all, what would make a nicer memory than if he were to make his present right before his eyes? Don't you agree? You're so warm and fluffy. Oh, thank you, my friends. I'll treasure these gloves forever. Ah, there you are, my child. Oh, it's a man, okay. Oh, Mr. Redwald. I mean... Redwald, really. Welcome back, father. Of course, nothing would make me happier than for you to call me my boy. To call me so, my boy. To call me boy. But there is no need to force yourself. After all, this is only our first of many days together. This is your new father? I think I might be jealous. And you, Mr. Solaire. I've heard much from Lord Dromont of your selfless contribution to the restoration of effort. I did not expect to find you here in the flesh. Heaven smiled upon me today indeed. I am pleased to report that, thanks in no small part to your efforts, the Falcon's Nest flourishes like never before. With things having settled down some, Many of our soldiers and artisans have even brought their families to come reside with them. My wife and I now live together as well, and it recently occurred to us how delightful it would be to welcome a new member of the family. A gift we sadly were not blessed with in our younger days. I must confess I was surprised at first to see how reluctant the boy was to leave this place. Yet seeing the warmth and camaraderie that fills this place, I now understand entirely. Rest assured that we shall do all in our power to see the boy is happy and cherished in his new home. Well, I suppose I'd best be off with my father here. But don't worry, I'll be back to play someday. I'm gonna drink something because my voice is dying. Do you think he'll come back to visit? Anyhow, I have an idea. He wasn't the first to say goodbye to this place, and he won't be the last. What if we make giving those pair of gloves a tradition for every child who leaves the orphanage in the future? I had the same idea. That way, even if we all go our separate ways, it will be as if we are always together, forever. Go our separate ways. Parakill, you don't look too good. Whatever's the matter? I'm sorry, I'm just a bit tired. I think I'll go lie down for a while. When Parakill goes off like that on his own, that usually means he has something on his mind. I don't want to pry, but... It's so cold out here, and I'm sure he's feeling lonely, even if he won't admit it. Might I ask you to check on him for us? I can't help but feel he'd find it easier to talk to you. He can't have gone far, so it shouldn't be hard to find him. Please, I'll follow along out of sight. Okay. Okay. My microphone arm is just dying. It cannot hold the weight of my microphone anymore. Sniffle, sob. I'm not crying, it's just some snow fell in my eye and... I'll admit it, it's just that I love my friends here so much. When Lysel said what she said, I couldn't help but imagine the three of us going off far away and never to see each other again. We're the oldest here after all, even if they can't find families for us. We won't be able to stay here forever. More likely than not, we'll have to go off on our own. Having to make a new life for myself in a cruel, unfamiliar world, without a family or my dear friends by my side, the thought is just too much to bear. You're not alone. That's right. We might not be related by blood. We might not know our mothers and fathers, but we're a family, aren't we? You and me and Josiane. Why, I've even thought all along that when we leave here, we could open up a shop together. We could make a living crafting and building things to make people's lives better. Just like we do now. What's the talk of going off by yourself somewhere? That's right. We can even travel to other nations and sell our goods far and wide. And then when we're done, we can come back here and bring presents from around the world to the orphans. Wouldn't that just be the best? See, what's wrong with that kind of family? Lynn here didn't end the war just so you could sulk around all alone. We have a bright future ahead of us. We need to dream big. So, what do you say, Parakill? Yes, my friend. So, I would like nothing more. Thank you, Lynn. I'm sorry to have worried you, sir. Tell me, if we do go off traveling the world like Cell says, might we run into you somewhere? Truly, nothing would make me happier. So please keep an eye out for those gloves you have to make. That's how you'll spot us. Safe travels, friend. Till we meet again. Complete. Yeesh. That's just... I'm not crying. You're crying. And I'm crying for different reasons. Alright. And that, my friends, is once again the end of the episode. I cannot believe that I've spent so many episodes in this hellhole. I mean, hellhole is a big word, but, you know. I'm very surprised that I've been spending so much time in here. I know there were a lot of quests, but I didn't know there was this much. I think also the difference is, like, when I did these originally, I think I lost interest very quickly in the quests. Just started skipping them. I know, it's a horrible thing to do in the world of Final Fantasy XIV, but at the same time, I just wanted to have them done, and that's it. Anyway, I hope you enjoyed this episode of this. I was playing Final Fantasy XIV, and next episode we are going to go and deal with even more side quests, and we'll see if we can finish it or not. I have no idea how long some of these chains are. This freaking orphanage chain was really long. So, anyway, goodbye.